If you're watching this, you will die of starvation in about 4 to 5 years from now because of AI. And it's not for the reasons that people think. It's not going to be because AI used all the water and we couldn't get enough ocean water to desalinate. It's not going to be because AI used all the fossil fuels and we couldn't find any to use for ourselves. No, it's going to be something far, far simpler than that nearly nobody is going to see coming. If your career involves you using a computer or stepping foot into an office, you will be homeless and unemployed 4 years from now and starving. It is damn near a certainty. So people ask, Ishmael, why is it that I am absolutely screwed and gonna be homeless? Let me game this out for you. Tomorrow you step foot into your office. Your boss comes to you and your team. Hey guys, we're gonna be running a quick little test. It's a fun game, it's really nothing to worry about. But this week, we're gonna be running an experiment. So I want you to look at this. This is Mark. He's an artificial intelligence. This week, we're going to be running a little test where I want you guys to work as hard as you can in the office. Mark is going to work as hard as he can on the same roles, the same tasks as you guys always do. And we're just going to see who's more productive. Like, it's just a fun little game. There's no stakes to it, so don't really worry too hard about it. But we just want to see, like, has AI finally eclipsed human beings? You know, so it's just going to be a fun game. Don't worry too much about it. But just want to let you guys know. So if you see Mark around, it's not a big deal. We're just running this little experiment. A week goes by. You guys try as hard as you can. You really put in the hours. That one person comes in even though they're a little bit sick. You don't play games on your PC this time. You really lock the fuck in. But Mark didn't have to lock in. Mark doesn't have to even move a cursor. He clicks on the correct buttons in milliseconds. He doesn't need to go eat at lunchtime. He doesn't need 4 or 5 hours at night to spend with his family, and he doesn't need to sleep. By the end of the week, Mark has done 20 times the work of your entire team combined. So it's the culmination of the experiment. Guys, that was a really interesting experiment, and I don't want you guys to worry about this. Don't worry, we're not changing anything. We just wanted to see what would happen. You know, that's all. One more week goes by. That's the last normal week you will ever have in your entire life before everything goes to shit. Hey everyone, so we've been doing some thinking and we've decided we have to do a bit of cost cutting. So we're gonna have to lay you guys off. We are really, really sorry, but you know, it's nothing anyone can do about it. We're just gonna have to lay you guys off to save costs. The market's getting more efficient, we just have to do it. Damn! Okay. Well, it was probably due to Mark, but what the hell can we do about that? It's fine, I guess you'll have to go get another job, right? No. You're not getting another job. You will never get another job in your entire life. You hit the job market post-AI, the same layoffs that happened to you and your team are happening to everyone, which means there's less jobs and more people and no jobs to go around for you. Well, the first thing that goes to shit is you can't pay your mortgage. You're evicted from your property if you're renting. Next, you're on the streets. Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of money to eat as well. And this is usually the point where the optimists come out of the woodworks. But Ishmael, you don't understand. The government's going to give us universal basic income, and they're just gonna give us money. No. I'll tell you what's gonna happen. The exact same thing that's been happening for the last 10 years. Let me ask you a question. Over the last 10 years, when is the last time your government did something that made you genuinely happy? Genuinely smiled. You said, man, we really elected the right guy this time. This president is doing the right things. This prime minister is doing the right things. I'll tell you when the last time that happened. It was never. So when you lose your job to AI and you're starving on the street, your government is not suddenly going to become more competent and start giving you money just for existing. In fact, they're going to be worse than ever before, because guess what? Now the police force is artificial intelligence. They don't have a heart. They don't have humanity. Now you don't have any buying power. You can't even fucking donate money to lobby a government. You don't have anything. And your crazy ass thinks the government is suddenly going to care more about what you think? Give me some of what you're smoking, please. You are going to run out of money and die. That is what's going to happen. There will be no great revolution of the people. There will be no mass awakening and people all take up arms against those. There will be none of that. You will starve and die. And the people around you will too. That's the end point of this artificial intelligence revolution. And quick side note, another thing people say, AI jobs are going to replace the existing jobs. That just shows to me you fundamentally misunderstand what artificial intelligence is doing. Artificial intelligence is not enabling the human, it is replacing the human. You are not going to oversee AI. AI is going to oversee AI. You are not going to come up with ideas that AI will execute on. AI is going to come up with ideas that AI will execute on. Your role in this society is done. So at this point, people usually ask me, if I'm going to lose my job to AI and there isn't going to be a job to replace it, well, how am I going to survive? How am I going to survive this transition? There is actually one way out. Genuinely, there is one way out, which only works if you have a lot of fucking money and you have it very quickly. You need to prepare for the apocalypse. You need to buy a piece of land which is self-sustaining, that you can grow your own fruit and vegetables on, and then you need to hunker down in that land for the next 4 to 5 years while the entirety of society falls apart and everyone starves. You need to hope those starving people don't find you because they will take your shit if they can, and eventually, after the Great Purge and billions of people die, perhaps you will be one of the few ones remaining when people finally decide to set up new systems to take care of the survivors. That's the only way to survive, but it requires you getting a lot of money right now. I'm sorry, money is the answer. You are not going to spiritualize your way out of this one. You are not going to Great Awakening your way out of this one. No elite rich person is coming to save you. You are going to have to get rich, and you are going to have to get some land somewhere very far away from where you currently live so that you can make it out of this artificial intelligence revolution. You don't want to do that? You can't do that? Then I'm speaking to a dead man. You will be dead 4 to 5 years from now. And if you don't think you can get rich in that time period, then I heavily suggest you begin writing your will today.